MAC fashion, they launched a new formula with hella shades. And so I do, when it comes to MAC, since I've been loving MAC lately, I've been loving the products that they've been launching. I have a good portion of their newest blush, the Skinfinish Colourstruck blushes. So if you are around a similar skin tone to me, I wanted to show you the colors that they have, because 29 shades in this blush range, it's a lot. It can get overwhelming, and that's why I'm here. So I'm going to be swatching and demoing the shades that I do have on myself, and I definitely have more of the shades that make more sense for my complexion. So hopefully this video will help you out. This is one of their newest products, and then also little bonus, they launched a new product that I'm really interested in trying today. This is the Strobe Beam Bronzelighter, and if you've been watching my channel, you know what a huge fan I am of the Strobe Beam blushes. So they now have them out in a bronzer formulation. I don't know why I didn't even think about this being an option, but I'm really excited to get this on my face today. So we'll start off with the two bronzers. It'll be a little bit of a quickie, and then we'll focus on the meat and potatoes here, the blushes. So the Strobe Beam Bronzelighters, they ain't cheap. They're $30, and MAC has 6 different shades, which is like not a ton for MAC. I'm looking at the shades that they have. Let me swatch for you the 2 that I do have. So this is an illuminating liquid bronzer that's going to sculpt. It's supposed to be sheer, but you can build it up a little bit to get whatever level of payoff that you want. It's supposed to look really natural and sunlit. Let's see. This is Sunset Beam, and then this is Flashlight Beam, which looks a little bit more neutral. Sunset Beam has a little bit more depth. I'll do half and half and show you how both look if you are around a similar complexion as me. And if you're new to my channel, the blush version of this I think is one of the best liquid blushes that you can find on the market. So Flashlight Beam, let's put a little bit here. I'm gonna use the MAC 159S to blend this in. Yeah, so it does give really sheer coverage, but it blends in so nicely. It just melts into makeup, and that's one of my favorite things about this formula, and it's seeming pretty similar to the blushes. Same idea, same consistency, same blend into the skin. I'm really liking this. Now, I'm more of a cream bronzer. If I had to pick between cream and liquid, definitely more of a lover of the creams, but that blended in so effortless. And sometimes with liquid bronzers, I find that they can break up the foundation underneath, and that didn't happen with this. I'm going to use a different brush for the next one just to see. Testing all avenues of usage here. So I'm using Sunset Beam now, which is a little deeper. Start off here. Oh, yeah, it looks a little scary. I'm thinking I prefer application with this brush. This is the BK Beauty 109 brush, which is just good for everything. Anything liquid on the face. Bronzer, blush, foundation, concealer, you can make it work with this brush. If you are of a similar complexion to me, I think the first shade looks a little bit better. This one can read a little bit dirty. I think it's just a little dark for me. It gives a little bit more contour vibes to me as well, whereas Flashlight Beam, I feel like gives a little bit of a better warmth. But same great formula, even with this looking as scary as it did. It blended in super nice. I'm going to see the buildability of Flashlight here and put this towards my hairline. Yep, and just as they suggest with this, you can get more depth if you build it up, get more full coverage with this. Ooh, I love this shade. If you're around my skin tone, Flashlight Beam is the way to go. So this is pretty much everything that I expected from a product like this. And it does have a little bit of a glow to it, but it's not metallic. I'm not seeing any glitters whatsoever. So if you ask me, this product is definitely a win. Let's get into the goods. I wanted to show and demo for all of you guys the newest MAC blush to launch. And I wanted to do a whole dedicated video to this. One, because one of you guys suggested that I tried these. It sounded like something right up my alley. So this video is for you. You know who you are. Also, I love the idea behind this. So these are the new Skinfinish Colourstruck blushes. the range, honey. Okay, I only have a portion of these blushes. 29 different colors. I don't have access to all 29, and I did receive these in PR, but this was definitely a formula I had my eye on. They're $34 each, and what is so cool about these is the shades are inspired by their iconic lip shades, and you know MAC is known for their icon shades. And I also just think it's really cool as a fan of MAC blushes. I have a couple shades that I'm going to compare in their regular powder formula, and we'll see how this one's different. Their Skinfinish line is top tier, and so this is added to that. These are described as a velvety blurring powder blush that provides buildable, blendable coverage, 12-hour wear, coming in 2 different finishes, matte and radiant. MAC does on their website have this diagram explaining the differences between this and the other formats of MAC blushes. I would love to see a diagram though with their other powder blushes, you know, to see what's different. I mean, obviously it is a powder blush, but they have other powder blushes that offer different things. And I'm wondering, because this is what MAC has been doing, they've been reformulating a lot of their products, remarketing a lot of their products, and then they're discontinuing a lot of products. So I'm wondering if this is going to discontinue their powder line of blushes like these guys over here. So if you have any insight, I would love the intel. Thanks. Anyways, I want to start off with the rosy/pink blushes, and then we'll get into the peachy brown. There's a lot of warm tone blushes in this range, but I do have 4 of the pinky ones, and obviously with MAC, 29 shades. There's so many different offerings for different complexions, and I noticed that the ones that they chose to send me definitely are better suited towards light medium complexion. Here's the packaging the blushes are all going to come in. It's a snap closure. Here's what the back of the blush looks like, and then you'll know it's in the Skinfinish line because it has the MAC print kind of sporadically placed. So this first shade is Blush Baby, and it's a matte kind of mauve pink. Like I said, I'm starting with the pinks first that I have. Blush Baby. This is a matte finish, and this is a MAC 129S. You'll see me using a bunch of different brushes today. I did get some kickback. Let's see. Now, I love MAC for their blush shades, so I've been so excited about this. Yep, and that's a very pretty baby pink for me, but not too light. And I'm wiping my brush off in between so that there's no mixture of shades. Here's Blush Baby. Honey Love, a very classic shade from MAC. The swatches are kind of sheer, and they looked sheer online as well, but I felt like on my complexion, this first shade did show up really well, and this is the Radiant finish. So I'm gonna put that on this cheek. I'm really liking how the Radiant finish applies. And up close, I don't see any glitters, and it's not an obnoxious, shiny, metallic finish. Honestly, it just looks like a healthy, almost satin finish. I really wouldn't call it too glowy of a blush. It's kind of the perfect in between. So again, this is Honey Love. Next shade is good old Snob. So Snob is the name. And I will show you how this compares to the lipstick. It's a little bit more vibrant, and this is a radiant finish. Okay, so we're just gonna get a little bit. I fear this might be a bit on the bold side. It actually does have like a softer pigmentation that does very easily build up. Pretty vibrant color. This is what the Snob lipstick looks like. If you want to go monochromatic. Not a lip shade I normally would go for. Now, this is called Desert Rose, but it really has some warmth to it, but I am just going to put it in the pink family just because it has the name Rose in there, but you'll see this is significantly warmer than the other shades. And this is a matte finish. Now, I saw some concern over this formula where the swatches looked really weak, but this is a blush. You don't want a super pigmented blush like an eyeshadow where it will be really difficult to apply. Blushes by nature should be sheer, and so far from what I can tell, this is very easy to build up. So especially those of you with deeper complexion, they do offer deeper shades. I don't have them for today's video, but I would imagine that would be where you would go. For somebody on the lighter side like me, I like it a little bit more sheer, but this matte finish is very blurring. And I was able to build this up, and I'm not blush blind. I just want you to see the color. If I go out of the house, I'd have more of a natural light layer, but this is Desert Rose. Moving into the more warm tones, we have Melba, which is one of my all-time favorite blushes. This is a soft coral peach, and it is a matte shade. And the reason that I feel like this might be replacing some of the original MAC blushes is because this is the Melba that I have that's a matte powder blush. So I feel like they're reformulating or phasing them out, because why would they have two Melba powder blushes, you know? The new Melba, I feel like, is a different shade, totally. Right now we have the new Melba. Maybe I can't tell a difference. Hold on. I need to do this. I need to do this on my arm and really look closer. Yeah, the original Melba has a little bit more depth to it, for sure. Anyways, let's pop Melba on. It's just one of those shades that goes with everything. It's pretty sheer. I'm really having to layer it. That's Melba. Sunbask next. It's like a golden peach, and this has a radiant finish. I think the radiant finishes are so fun. I mean, this is emphasizing my texture a little bit more, but how pretty is that? This is a great layering shade, and it kind of melts into my skin tone a little bit. So really all you see is a subtle warmth with a glow. Wait, I really love this shade. Whew, this is gorgeous. Oh, my favorite so far. This is Velvet Teddy, one of their best-selling lipsticks of all time. And in the blush, it's a deep tone beige, and it has a matte finish. This looks like such a good everyday blush. Velvet Teddy's definitely gonna be up my alley. Oh yeah. That one's good. It has a little bit of rosiness to it. So this is Velvet Teddy. Then we have Thanks It's MAC. This is a taupey pink nude, and this one has a radiant finish. This I feel like is gonna be beautiful on medium complexions. Let's see on myself. Very pigmented. I don't have any powder down on my skin, so if it seems like it's skipping a little bit, that's because my foundation's literally wet on my face right now, and they're blending out really well, all things considered. This one is super buildable when it comes to depth. And it has that gorgeous radiant finish that's just very, very subtle. I like this one too. The iconic Copper Tone, which is a peach brown in a matte finish. Oh, this looks good. MAC has the best kind of brownie tone blushes. Obviously this is quite warm, but it does have that brownish tone to it, which I'm always on the hunt for. Yeah, this formula definitely starts off pretty sheer, so that is something to note. That is what Copper Tone looks like on me. For a toasty look this summer, you can go with Gingerly, which is a Capri Bronze with a matte finish. I feel like it has a little bit more orange in there compared to Copper Tone. Yeah, definitely some more vibrance in there. But these two are similar on the face, but Gingerly I feel like is leaning more red. Here is the OG Gingerly color, by the way. These look pretty much the exact same to me. Happy to see it. Peach Twist is next, which is a golden peach, and it is a radiant finish. I think the radiant finishes are just so fun in this formula. And this one isn't as visible. That's a pretty peachy golden blush. Goes really gorgeous with my eye makeup today. Again, this is Peach Twist. I think this is one of my favorites that I've tried on today. I love the A507 from BK Beauty, by the way, for these radiant finishes. Then we have No Filter, which is a brown pink, again with a radiant finish. Really, really gorgeous. I will admit all of the swatches, they're looking quite similar. I will do a huge run through of all the shades swatched at the end of the video, by the way, in case you want to see them all next to each other. This one gives a really pretty burnt look on me that I really like. That's not too warm. I see that pink tone to it. Oh, I really like this one. No Filter. So final swatches, we have Melba, Sunbask, Velvet Teddy, Thanks It's MAC, Copper Tone, Gingerly, Peach Twist, No Filter, Desert Rose, Snob, Honey Love, and Blush Baby. The crazy thing is there is even more colors to this line, but I was looking at the lineup and I really do think the shades that I mentioned in today's video are going to be the most complementary towards lighter complexions / medium complexions. And to close off the video, I layered a couple blushes and I love it. So I think my favorite blush of today's video is Sunbask. It's really light, but it has the most gorgeous reflection to it, so I put that down first, and then over top I used some of Copper Tone, which is matte, but you can still see the radiance peeking through. Really beautiful. So of all of the shades, my favorites, Sunbask is number one. I really love Velvet Teddy for everyday. I think Honey Love is gorgeous. Blush Baby is gorgeous if you love pink. No Filter is fun if you want something more brown. And there's lots of other classic blush shades in the range that are just amazing. So if you were interested in this formula from MAC, let me know which ones were your favorites. I hope that I could help you out with my swatches. And if somebody knows, are these replacing all of their other blushes? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments as they are redoing everything. But that is all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.